I'm here with Bob Willis. He's the CEO of Sun Summit Minerals. This is a company that I've followed for many years. Bob and I are friends. They've made what I think is a pretty significant discovery. They announced a couple of great drill holes and a lot of good bulk tonnage holes from their phase one drilling. This was the last drill phase they did. You can see their holes highlighted here. Obviously the highlight is the discovery hole, hole 12, which had 40 meters at 0.89 grams and 7.5 meters at 10.19 grams and 17 meters of 5.86, including 3 of 23. And keep in mind, those are 3 separate intercepts in that one drill hole. That's not one intercept in that intervals. And as well as that, they did have a number of good bulk tonnage intervals, 90 meters at 0.75, 81 at 0.73, near surface. That's kind of what this project was known for before, and it's what I think what initiated the company picking it up. But I think that story is still there, it's still alive. That bulk tonnage story is definitely important and potentially really valuable. But I think what the most interesting thing is this discovery hole and the new things they're finding here that nobody had seen before in this property. They really have changed the potential and the scale of this project with the work that they've done. This screen is not the historic drilling. This is the current drilling that is still underway. The discovery hole 12 is here. Can you kind of walk us through kind of what you're doing and what you're seeing here, Bob?
Okay, Eric. Yeah, thank you. The yellow diamond shapes are obviously the currently identified VG in our current drilling. Our drilling last fall was all within this buck structural corridor where those blue dotted lines are identifying it in the northwest southeast directions, about 350, 400 meters wide so far. So on our discovery hole 12 was drilled in an area between the horseshoe zone and the trench zone where there was limited or no drilling in the past. Historical drilling in the trench zone in the 1980s was very shallow, 100, 150 meters. And so our view is after hole 12 is that from maybe 150 meters down and deeper, we're seeing some styles of mineralization, different types of breccias and veins and veinlets, etc. that we have seen VG in 5 out of the 10 holes so far. So we are drilling in a different orientation from hole 12, where you can see on this map where the green colors of the drill holes are. We're drilling to the southwest, and there's not on here yet. We're actually drilling the opposite direction to the northeast, and we're drilling some holes, deeper holes, hole 25 further out to the west. So we're really trying to identify as best we can the scale of this discovery hole. So we're going in opposite directions, and we can see that this VG is actually popping up in other areas as well. And that's just not the only style of mineralization. There's also the bulk tonnage style that Eric was talking about, where hole 17 is over to the east. That's the horseshoe zone where there's much more faulting and much more intense alteration. And that's kind of where most of the bulk tonnage style is at this point. In the trench zone, there's not as much alteration. There's very few faults, and there's more dikes, which appear to be associated with the fluids being dammed up on the sides of these dikes and creating some of these higher grade areas.
Like I said, it's a story I followed a long time. Bob and I are friends. They've got a very, very strong technical team. They've completely changed the view of this project. They're drilling stuff nobody's seen before. Obviously you can see from the stars, there's lots of VG. There should be lots of good news coming on the drill side. It's a tight stock, very well structured that way. And I know, Bob's been adamant from day one. They're going to hit this thing hard all year. They've got all kinds of outside targets they'll have a crew working on, but you'll see the drill coming back again and again and again to this. I just think it's a great story with great news flow. It's still undiscovered. It doesn't really have that large a market cap even now, even after the discovery hole I put out. If you're going to be paying attention to a gold exploration stock in the next, 6-9 months, this is definitely one you got to be paying attention to. Sun Summit Minerals, SMN on the venture, SMRAF in the US. Great job, Bob. Great looking discovery. You know, I own a lot of it, so I'm obviously looking forward to more good holes. I have more than a little bit of a vested interest. Everybody should be aware of that. I do eat my own cooking. Great story. Thanks for giving us a quick overview, Bob. And obviously, we'll talk to you again soon as you start getting some actual assets. I'm sure we'll be on Zoom again.